afternoon and welcome to DKW, and today we're talking about is youth beauty, and joining us will be Dr. Samira Yousefi, who'll be teaching us how to age well. But before we get into that, let's find out what else is happening on this week's show. Today's topic is a very special one. I think it goes to the hearts of many women. Aging beautifully. Is youth beauty? Well, I've got my opinions and I'm sure the ladies here joined with me have theirs too. And we have Maria. Hello Maria, how are you?
I'm good. And yourself?
I'm fabulous. And how are you, Gemma?
I'm very well, thank you. I'm so excited about this show because Dr. Samira Yousefi, I'm sure she can help me with my weight loss, my weight gain, my weight loss, my etc, etc. So I can't wait to see her.
So well, first of all, let me ask you guys the question. Is youth beauty? Be honest, is youth beauty?
Yes.
Yes, she says quite bluntly. And why, Gemma? You've got to defend your arguments. Go ahead.
It is, the best answer, I think the politically correct answer is, no, it's what's inside. That is very important, and we talk about that on DKW all the time. But youth is beautiful. At the end of the day, if you ask me, would I like to be old and wrinkly, or would I like to be, young and smooth? I would choose young and smooth all the time. Youth is beautiful at the end of the day. Beauty can be defined in many ways, but if I don't get crow's feet, etc., for the rest of my life, I'll be very happy about it.
Me too.
And on that note, what about you?
Yeah, I would definitely go along with Gemma. Okay, so yeah, I mean, who would choose to be old and wrinkly? And I mean, it's nice. It's very important. Yes, like Gemma said, there's all about the inner beauty and everything, but having the outer beauty also, it does help.
Oh my days! I need to have another opinion. What's your opinion? Please email us at comments@dkw.me. Do you think that youth is beauty? Because I know there's some young people out there that surely ain't beautiful. But anyway, that's another topic for another show. But of course, in DKW style, we're going to start off with our red and green card game. So ladies, get yourself ready. Red and green cards to the ready, because I'm going to be asking you, firing some questions at you, and very quickly you've got to answer them. Okay? If you agree, you put up your red card. No, green card. Green is go, I agree. If you disagree with what I'm going to say, you put up your red card, no. Are you guys
and
ready?
No on the fence. No Jennifer.
No Jennifer's in the studio. No on the fences, please. Okay, so first question. Do you think that women age better than men? Green if you think yes, red if you think no. So Gemma's saying no, women don't age better than men. Maria, what do you reckon? Women age better than men?
I really have to go. I have to go with Gemma too.
Okay, tell us the reason, ladies. Don't all fight it at once. Why do you think so?
I think men, if you look at Hollywood, women seem to just have this expiry date, unfortunately. And there's very few Hollywood actresses that can get to 40 plus, 50 plus, and to really, you've got Meryl Streep, etc. But they're very few, and it seems like we've got this insatiable desire for youth and young people and a good body, etc., etc. Whereas when you look at men, the George Clooney's of this world, it's like the older they get, they seem to just come into themselves even better than when they're younger. Even Brad Pitt, etc.
Oh no, not Brad Pitt, not a good example.
No, he does. He still looks really, really good. And it's like, I don't know, women, it just, not all women, of course, because there's some women that, I think you have a lot more maintenance as a woman. I think you can look better than men, but you need to be prepared to put the work in, because I find that with women it just seems a lot more maintenance for you to look great and to look presentable. It's like the hair dyes, etc. Where with men, even if they get a bit of grey, people see it as experience. If a woman goes around with grey hair, we're judged for it. Do you see what I mean? Whereas men, it's like, oh, he's so experienced, oh gosh, he's so handsome, and it's fine. Do you see what I mean? So that's why I say men.
You're probably going to say the same thing, aren't you, Maria?
What can I add? Really, there's nothing more for me to add.
I have to agree with that too, to be honest, because it does say for itself. I mean, you just put a 40-year-old woman and 40-year-old man together, or not that 40 is older, but maybe 60, and you're going to see the difference. You're going to see that generally men do age although I know a lot of people would like to argue with me, but that's fine. They do generally age better than women. And I think it's because of all the products we've had to put on to try to maintain this. They don't have all of that, do they?
Maybe it's the way that we've been socialised. Maybe we have followed Hollywood for so long that we now accept, oh, actually, yeah, men do. Maybe we're wrong. You know, maybe that women with silver hair will be absolutely wonderful. But for us, you know, and I know as a woman, I know that there's some serious maintenance that needs to kick into place. Now, for me, I'm all into my face creams, etc. And I just think as the time goes by, each decade goes by, if you are quite self-conscious as a woman, you really need to put that, you know, even for example with your weight, you know, women, the metabolism sort of slows down by 30, and then you need to be able to work out, eat properly, etc. Not that men don't have to, but men, they seem to even lose weight quicker than we do. I don't know what, it's like a real deal, isn't it?
Yeah, I think we do abuse our skin.
Don't take over my show, ladies. Don't take over my show. Next question. All right, next question. Red or green card. Do you think that younger people are more attractive than older people?
Ooh, that's
green for yes, red for no.
Question.
Are younger people more attractive than older people? What do you think? There's silence in the studio. Okay, too much silence. Get those cards up. You're saying no?
I'm saying no.
You're saying that older people are more attractive?
Well, no, I'm not saying they're more attractive. What
but you are by putting up that card.
Well, oh gosh, can I?
No such thing.
No?
All right, so I'll be on the other side. If you're going to be red, I'll be green.
Give us your reasons. Why are you even on the fence, ladies?
I mean, okay, I'm going to give my reasons. At least one, anyway. Okay, older person. I mean, as we're saying now, older people are looking much, much better all the time. You know, I do believe women, especially men also, they're taking a little bit more care of themselves and, you know, what have you. But I think with a youth, okay, they're expected to look young and, you know, they don't have the wrinkles, they don't have the crow feet and all that. So obviously they are going to be. But what about, you know, when you look at an older person now, you think, oh, wow. I mean, I look at my mum now and I look at myself and I think, now I want to look like that. I do want to look like my mother, you know. I mean, my mother is quite young looking and everything. But looking at me now and I'm thinking, okay, so I'm younger, but do you know, I don't know. I mean, I do think older people, yeah.
All right, Maria, all right. Yeah. We've got your view, but I need to find out about the views on the street. Let's have a look at this, guys.
What do you think makes someone beautiful?
Oh, good question. What makes someone beautiful? Well, it starts from the inside, and then really whatever you have on the outside, enhancing that with makeup, I guess, can make you beautiful and more attractive and more appealing.
The face and the body.
Yeah.
I think it's a variety of things. Sometimes it's a smile, sometimes it's the eyes, sometimes it's just their personality.
I think it's their view on life almost. Like if you're happy with the way that you live and the way that you are, then that aura kind of transfers into how you see yourself and how everyone sees you.
Usually the beauty is what you feel.
I'm not going to answer that because it's going to sound really cheesy. I'm going to
Doesn't
say their
matter.
soul or their smarts or their wits or something like that.
But what do you really think?
No, it's actually that. It's like, no, but really, because otherwise it's just plastic. It's just like when they can be pretty or they can be cute, but I wouldn't be interested in a person that's just pretty and cute. Sure, I would like to combine it, like pretty and smart and wits and all of that, but you know, it's not a perfect world, this.
Do you think that men or women age better?
I think definitely women age better. Yeah.
Why is that?
I think that women are prepared to, sort of exercise a lot better, eat better food, maybe use the right type of cosmetics to make themselves look younger.
I think men can get more dignified, more attractive, quite like a silver fox. And women are like fine wine. I think they can age and get better with time, providing they put the maintenance in.
I think men look better. Yeah.
I think women age better, way better. Yeah.
Why is that?
I don't know. I mean, I've seen my parents are both getting older now. My mom is aging so much better than my dad. Oh my goodness.
35 men and
Women 35 don't look so good.
it's good, but maybe it's better 25.
Oh, they look better when they're younger.
I think it's how you feeling, you know. I think it's if you feel pretty or beauty, I think it's okay.
If you could have cosmetic surgery,
Yeah.
would you get it done, and where would you have it done?
Probably not. No.
I would have cosmetic surgery, and I would probably have some work done around my eyes.
I don't think I would get cosmetic surgery just because I don't know. I think everyone should be happy with who they are and like how they're shaped and how their face is and whatever. I don't think that it's necessary.
For men, it's impossible.
Okay.
No. Women, yes.
Yeah.
But the men, no.
Yes, I would like to change my, I don't know this in English.
Would you like to have something done?
Yes, here a little bit, yeah.
I have actually recently had it, but not to my face.
Okay.
So yes, if there's something that I could change, I would, yeah. But not my face, not my face.
Can you tell us what that is?
Yes, I've had lipo recently.
Oh, wow. Okay. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Jennifer Lon, for those street interviews. Very interesting mixed views, isn't it, ladies?
Definitely.
So would you have plastic or cosmetic surgery to change something?
Never say never.
Ooh.
I'd say.
What would you change, Jen?
Never
then?
say
What
never.
would you change?
I don't think I would change anything at all. But you know, I do think that as time goes by, you know, when you hear about like Botox, etc., and then people say, "Oh no, I'd never do it." Would I ever say, "Oh no, I would never do it"? I just don't like Botox because apart from the fact that it freezes you or whatever, the fact that they say it's like from botulism, a poison. So for me, I just want to stay away from that. But you know. What you could argue then, so why do people have anti-aging creams? Like I've had anti-aging creams from the time I was in my early 20s and I've always used them and I always will. So
That's why you
never
still look
say-
16.
This is it, I defy my age.
And what about you? Would you get anything done, Maria?
I think maybe about 10 years ago, I would say yes, definitely.
Yeah,
I would
really?
have, yes, I would have, because I think it's something that my dad said to me once, you know, and it brought on a complex. Because my dad actually said once to me, said, you know, if I ever win the lottery, I'll send you to get a nose job.
Oh my
And,
gosh, wow.
and I actually, that became such a complex, you know. And I used to go, cause, I mean, I never really took any notice of it before, but then when he said that, I started to look at my nose. I started to think, oh, I'm definitely going to get it done. I really need it. But now, yeah, but not anymore.
Wow.
Good, because you've got a beautiful nose, Maria,
Thank
so stick
you.
with it.
I like my nose.
Okay, and stick with us because we're going to a break now, and joining us afterwards will be Dr. Sumira Yousefi, who's going to be teaching us how to age beautifully. Looking forward to that, ladies. Welcome back, and I'm very, very excited because today we're talking about is youth beauty, and we have a very special guest joining us. It's Dr. Samira Yousefi. Hello.
Hello.
How are you?
Fine, thank you.
Lovely to have you on the show.
Nice to be here.
I would like to ask you, tell us a bit about yourself. What is it that you do?
I'm an aesthetic and weight loss practitioner. That's the title. And what it means is just, it may sound that people, what I do, I help people to get younger. But actually that's not what my patient wants. They come because they don't want to look more tired anymore. They want to be more vibrant and radiant. Or they might have some skin conditions. So they left with the scars like acne scars or pigmentation. And they just want to get rid of that one. So they feel more confident and comfortable again in their skin. And obviously weight loss is something else that I do as well.
Weight loss is a major thing, major thing. And where are you based? Where can people find you?
In London and Harley Street. I base in Harley Street.
Okay, so is it the New You Clinic? Is it
New You Slim?
New You Slim Clinic. Very, very nice. And I've also heard that you're an author of a book as well. Tell us a bit about that.
Yes, I'm an author of a book called Diet Peace, and it's going to be released in 2015. Oh, nice. It is actually because of my own experience as well, because I've had weight problems myself since I was a teenager. I was a big stress eater, and every exam could put me completely off the track. And as we do, so many people yo-yo dieting for years and years. I've done that one as well myself. But 2 years ago, I think going through those years that I wasn't really looking after myself very well, I had a health crisis myself. I diagnosed and treated for thyroid cancer.
Really?
Yeah, and I can say the New You Slim Clinic and the book came after that one, because being through such experience and knowing that how it affects you, your family, you look at your health differently. Yeah. And we're talking about beauty. I just want to raise an issue that, because again, people think that being slim, again, because of the media, magazines, Beachbody and everything, or celebrities, it's a matter of beauty. But being overweight or obese, it's not a matter of beauty at all. It's your health. And we know that how it's related to different diseases, heart, cancers, which I had experienced personally myself. And it's a danger that we make it a beauty issue, because people really don't seek any more help, because they think that this is not something I'm going to be pushed by media or something, but it's not at all a beauty problem.
So would you say that inspired the New You Slim Clinic then?
Exactly, because I didn't want people go through the same pain that I went, and it is really difficult because your life is in hold. The uncertainty, the fear. It's not only you, you put your kids, your family. It's
the regret as well. Because,
you know, how did I end up here?
How did I end up here?
I am a doctor. I'm supposed to be a picture of health. How did I end up here?
Look, that is exactly what I was going to ask you, actually, because I just thought, hold on a minute, how does a doctor, and you know, it is the question, it's so ironic. How does a doctor end up in this situation where their health is, they're not healthy at all? You just assume that all doctors, they know about medicine, so then therefore they're eating the right things, they've got their 5 a day, they're drinking water. You'd like to assume that because we go to you for advice.
Yeah, but there are so many unhealthy doctors and they find it difficult when they have the patients to advise, because you just feel uncomfortable when you are not healthy, you are overweight yourself.
That kind of weight, the weight of having that responsibility on your shoulders, knowing what you're personally going through. You're kind of like our very own life inspirational story right here. But you've talked about slimming topics. I want to ask you the key question. Is youth beauty in your eyes?
No, I believe that every age has its own beauty. So it's...
That sounds so lovely. Every age has its own beauty. Love that.
Yeah, because we look at different ages, maybe how the beauty means to us. If you're in 20s, you're more under the pressure of the peer, media, everything. But while you just grow, you just know who you are, you're more comfortable in your own body and skin, and you just understand that there are more than just physical beauty into it. And health is beauty as well. I don't mean that when you are going through a illness or something, you're not beautiful, but being healthy. It's just the radiant and the glow that you have when you are. That's beautiful.
I'd like to ask you, because obviously there is a lot of pressure, especially on us women.
Yes.
You know, we are so pressured into looking beautiful, looking younger. You know, every advert is about, you know, a cream or, you know, a product, something that's going to promise us something. And we love the promises, to be honest. But, you know, in your opinion, you've written a book, you've got your clinic. What do you think that we women can do to look, to feel younger? What tips could you give us?
So many things, and so many things that you don't need help of a doctor, aesthetic doctor like me, or you don't need to spend any money on it. For example, you can just take care of yourself by making sure that you have enough sleep, because we know sleep deprivation is a factor for aging, as well as being overweight or obese, because when you are sleep deprived, the changes in your hormones, your hunger hormones change, and the day after you can crave more sugary and sweet stuff.
No way.
And that is one
believe
factor. So everybody can make sure that they get enough sleep, unless you have serious problems and you have to look.
And what is enough sleep? Because sometimes you hear it's 6 hours, sometimes you hear 8, sometimes 10.
When you age, so you get like your appetite change by aging, so you need less, you feel that you need less to eat the same way your need for sleep. But average between 7-8 hours more or less for people, because it's, again, it's something personal that when you wake up, you just feel that you're fresh. I would say that is enough, so you just feel that you had enough sleep.
Lovely.
And you're rested.
Well, I need to ask you this question. You're looking fabulous now, but I did hear you say earlier that you had some weight issues. Can I ask you now, to help all of us and all the ladies out there in the nation, what is your approach to weight loss? What did you do? How can you help us lose weight?
Yes, that's true. It took me long to understand what's the problem, because I've been through one diet to another diet myself through the years. And it was the time that I understood it's not the diet, that I haven't found a magic diet, what it is. It's just what I'm doing, why I have this problem, the psychology behind it, my behavior, my habits, what is going on inside my head. And that's it. And the approach that I have in the clinic, it's that we look at completely as a holistic approach.
Okay.
So we look at the psychological part, obviously the nutrition we have to look at, and the physical part, so physical activities, which is we look at if there is any injuries, they can do any specific exercise or not, or their fitness level. So, because one size doesn't fit all, you have to just look, and you have to make personalized. Some people don't, because of the religious beliefs, they don't want to eat some food, they don't like other food. So you have to just make individualized, but whatever we do, it is that we take those 3 elements: nutrition, physical activity, and mainly the most important one is the psychology, because over 90% of people, when they do any diet, after 2 years, they put on back because of they haven't changed their habits.
I can testify of all that. So you're talking about the mindset, basically. That's basically, you're saying that is the most important, because obviously we never hear this with diets.
You don't.
We hear it's all about the physical. Just stop eating half the things you're eating, get lots of exercise, you're going to lose weight. And I've done that, and a lot of women have done that. But this thing of the mindset is quite new. I want to know what changed in your mind, and how long has it changed?
I would say before, actually, I was diagnosed, but after that, because I had to seriously look at my own health and to make sure that I know what I'm doing. And I did research to understand actually what I'm doing and why, if I'm craving, what is behind that craving? If I'm a stress eater, I'm an emotional eater, how it is happened and how I can change. So all of these, we are all habitual creatures, because imagine from morning until night, you just get up, do the shower, make your coffee, go to work, and you don't consciously think of it, which is great. So we free up our brain, so we can just do this one without doing. But sometimes we do things that are not really great for us. Habit as well, like for example, you can always, when you're watching TV, just sit and eat, or movies and popcorn is another habit.
Yes. Every time I go to the cinema, like for me, I can't enjoy the movie unless I have popcorn, well, I can't say the name, but chips. I need to have like a whole, and I know sometimes I'm not even hungry, but I need to have it.
It's part of the
habit.
Because
you're conditioned, and that's it.
a good way to think about it, right?
I think what I'm learning from you here is I need something to motivate me. Like, for example, you were saying about being diagnosed was like your motivator to lose weight and to be healthy, because it's not really just losing weight, but just to be healthy, which consequently you should lose weight. And if I really think of why I want to lose the weight, and if I care about my health enough, surely that should be motivation enough. Well, this is what I'm getting from you right now, and I'm starting to understand that maybe I don't care about my health enough to want to get healthy and lose weight, and that's probably what I need to change first before I actually go ahead and try to lose weight.
Yeah. Exactly. Why is the biggest question.
Why?
Yeah. I'd like to ask, so what types of people should be coming to your Slim Clinic? Because, you know, someone could say, oh, actually, I do feel I'm pretty healthy. Maybe I'm a little bit chubby. Maybe I'm... But what types of people are you looking to attract or should be coming to you for help?
Anyone who needs to lose weight. It could be just they are slightly overweight, so they don't have big problems, and they just want to get back to the health, to the right healthy weight, or somebody that really have issues with their health because of their weight. So anybody can come for help, but our approach will be different. Although we are always looking at those three elements of psychology, nutrition, and physical activity, but our approach could be different. So, for example, if somebody needs to just lose a little bit weight, we might get help with some treatments. We use some machines to speed up the breakdown of the fat, and that's some approach that we can do. So, as I said, it's very individualized and depends, but anybody that
anyone that wants to lose weight, right? That sounds great. Yeah,
I've loved having you here on the show with us. It's just gone too quickly the time. I really don't like this. I've been with you the whole time. I need to just throw something at you. Hope you don't mind, because you've got to do this with all our guests. Would you age? What should I say? Would you grow old gracefully, or would you ever do some cosmetic surgery? And if so, why?
I guess I have to when I get there more. I would rather age gracefully, so look after myself, but I'm not completely against of any procedures as well. So at the end, I want to look natural. I want to look the best for my age, and that's what it is most important.
That's so important. Yeah, because there is, you know, when you see someone who is older, but she looks very well groomed and she's taking care of herself, but she's not sort of all like, you know, this is frozen. You actually have respect for that sort of woman, actually. Yeah,
definitely do. Thank you so much, Dr. Samira. It's been wonderful having you with us.
Thank you
for all your wonderful tips. And if you'd like to contact her at the new Slim Clinic, or even find out more about her and her book, please go to our website, dkw.me. We'll have all her information there, and people can contact you through there. Thanks again.
Thank you.
Now stick with us, because we're going to be still homing on this topic and having a look at what happened when Jennifer Long went to a beauty pageant. Stay with us. Welcome back. And on today's show, we're asking the question, is youth beauty? And I am joined by the lovely Dr. Samira, who has made us some wonderful protein shakes. So please tell us all about it.
We already said what we can do to look young, to stay younger for longer. As you said, is improve our skin condition and also help to slim down.
Yes.
And nutrition obviously is a big part of it. We know when you have a high level of blood sugar, when you have more sweets in your diet, it is related to aging, so you can age faster. And also,
really?
obviously...
Oh, no! Go ahead.
And obviously, it's not good if you want to slim down.
Yes.
So, whoever comes to our clinic, proteins is something that we always try to put them on. Because, first of all, when you have more protein, you stay fuller for longer. That's one reason. And it's steady blood sugar, basically. So you don't have the cravings because of up and down in your blood sugar. Another reason, body uses more energy to break down the protein when we take protein compared to fat or carbohydrates. So basically we're using more energy to just digest the protein.
I get you. So that's why you lose weight more?
Yes, that's why. And you know, all athletes, or usually they take protein because of that as well, and they want to build the muscle as well. And another reason, because also when people try to lose weight, they just cut down the calories.
Yes.
And most of the and most of the time they don't get enough protein that they're supposed to get. And protein is really important for our body, and they lose their muscles. So it's not really that weight that you're losing is more from water and your muscles. And when you lose more muscle, your metabolism comes down because you don't burn much. So that's why we always recommend to take some protein in a form of shake, and depends again how overweight or obese the patient is.
So could I just ask you, doctor, how often should we take proteins?
Exactly that it is, because everybody needs different amount, and we calculate for your body that how much protein you need per day. And obviously if you are really obese, then we try to have more of the protein and cut down the calories, but still maintain that protein that you have. So how many protein shakes or bars or meals you have per day depends how much you need to lose weight. But it's something that always patients have because of those reasons.
And that's great. So this is something that you would analyse if we come to your clinic.
Yes.
You would be able to tell us, so you get that kind of personal touch.
Yes, exactly.
Nice. Okay, lovely. So these are two shakes that you've brought here with us today.
Yes, I have for you strawberry and chocolate flavors, so you can try both of them.
Can I? All right then, if you insist. Let's try this one first. So this is the strawberry one. It smells lovely. Do you know what this reminds me of? This reminds me of a watered down version of McDonald's milkshake, the strawberry one. And I can drink this quite happily.
But there's a massive difference between two of them.
Oh, it's quite nice actually. It's lovely. What's in this then?
It is mainly protein, whey protein, and also flax seeds as well. So omega-3, because omega-3 again is another thing that we want to have in our diet. Again, it's good for our beauty and skin, and for our body, because it again helps to balance our blood sugar, which we know we have to keep it very balanced. And other factors, of course, omega-3 is good for our heart, for concentration, everything. So flaxseed is a good source of omega-3, and also has some green tea as well. But
I heard that green tea is good. Okay, nice. All right, let me try the chocolate one. Let's see if it's better than the strawberry.
That's my favorite.
I see why. I must say, doctor, I'm very, very honest and open, but these shakes actually taste really nice. It tastes really quite good.
Yeah.
Are they the same kind of components that you'll find in both?
Yes, they are just different flavors, because some people might like strawberry more than chocolate.
So these are a nicer alternative to perhaps maybe coffee or fizzy drink and things like that. Is that
yes, you can replace your one of the meals with a protein. Could be shakes or bars or meals. It's not always shakes. Could be different types. Or you can have it as a snack between your meals.
Okay, fabulous. Thank you so much, Doctor. This is absolutely fantastic. Completely recommend it. Lovely. And we can find you. Can you just remind us, for our viewers who would like to get in touch with it, where can they find you?
At New You Slim Clinic, number 10.
New You Slim Clinic, is it Harley Street in London?
Yes.
Okay, and the details you can find on our website, dkw.me. Thanks again for coming. It's been
Thank
wonderful
you for
having
having
you.
me.
Okay, so now you've got Dr. Samara. Let's find out what happened when Jennifer Lon went to a beauty pageant that is open to all ages. Very interesting. Let's have a look at. Let's look at how she got on.
I'm here at the official Commonwealth International Beauty Pageant 2014. It's been going on since 2004 and is still going strong. It's unique because age is limitless here. It's about real people and it also represents the charity and culture from around the world. Let's go inside and see what's going on.
Miss Commonwealth 2014-15 is a unique pageant. It's a triple crown pageant because it encompasses Miss Teen, so anybody who's under 19 can enter, and then we have Miss Commonwealth, and then we have Mrs. Commonwealth. So we are giving 3 categories.
And then you've also got Mr. Commonwealth as
this year we've also included Mr. Commonwealth, because we feel that in life one should be fair to both the genders.
Fair enough.
So hopefully next year we'll have a lot more participants for Mr. Commonwealth. We do have some participants this year, but hopefully that will also gain popularity and momentum in the future years. This pageant is different in that it is open to everyone. No age limits, no professional qualifications. You do not need to be a 6-foot-tall beauty model or a glamour model. You can be a normal human being who wishes to participate. Well, I've been doing pre-judging for the last 3 days. I've been meeting each and every contestant on a one-to-one basis. And there are certain criteria that we look for. It's not just the beauty. Of course, it helps to be presentable, to have the right features, and also to promote and promote your image in the correct way. However, we also look at their ambitions to see what they want to do with themselves in future life, how they can contribute positively towards the Commonwealth's goals, which of course include cooperation between the Commonwealth countries to promote trade, investment, to promote harmony.
This is Kashmira and she's Mrs. Commonwealth India. My first question is to ask you, do you think youth is beauty?
Youth.
Youth, yes. So being young, do you think that makes someone more beautiful?
It's not that. Everybody is beautiful, I think, and everybody has unique qualities within themselves. And beauty is not something that it's something that comes from within. It's innate, and the youth are always very beautiful, and they can be inspired, and we can be role models to them.
I believe you can say that youth is a beauty, but at the same time, the maturity comes with the beauty as well. I believe that both have own spaces. Mature guys also, they become, as they grow up, become more mature and more handsome and more beauty. Yes, I believe not youth, but mature and the beauty both together. Yes.
Youth is timeless. Everybody has beauty. No, there's no such thing as like a younger person is more beautiful than the older person. Everybody is beautiful.
You know what? Everybody is beauty. When I've been here for 3 days, and all the girls that I met, all the contestants, they're all not only beauty outer, they're all beauty inside. That's why we're here to compete this pageant to win the title. No matter what we're the winner or we don't take the crown home or we do not take the crown home, we're still going to be working together as a unity to make our community difference. Not only that, we'll make the difference for our nations.
No, it's what's within you, within your heart and how you are as a person.
It doesn't matter how old or how young you
are. No, you can be 100 and still be hot.
We all aspire to be young and stay young and be, fresh. But I think beauty is within as well, which is why, you can find someone just physically attractive when you first marry them or go out with them. But then when they're 50, 60, 70, if you're still attracted to that person, it's not just because of the way they look. It's about their soul and their energy.
What do you think makes a winner for the Miss Commonwealth pageant?
I think anything really can make a winner. We don't have limits here. you cannot really describe a winner. Everyone is a winner, if that makes sense.
But do you think there's any kind of clear trait that would define a winner?
Someone who
isn't.
Someone who's really confident with themselves and how they hold themselves on stage, really, and how they deliver themselves to judges.
Okay.
To be a good person, to respect everybody else, to communicate with everybody, to not judge people by the way they look, but how they are as a person. Inner beauty is very much important as well.
A strong willpower and a strong head, because I mean there's a lot of things that we need to do to change, because we need to improve that quality of life, and that is the aims and objective of the Commonwealth pageant.
Yes.
You know, so I think that person needs to have, I mean, besides from the beauty, they need to have a vision and a mission to know exactly what we're going to do to help, because everybody has different things that they are interested in, that have different strong points, you know, so whoever that winner is, they need to use that strong point to help improve the quality of life within the Commonwealth as well as around the world.
Somebody who doesn't mind traveling around the world and doing some things for less privileged people. Somebody's got like a good character personality, and somebody's bubbly and friendly as well. So it's not your typical beauty pageant where it's just about having really long legs and a really fit body. It's about, you know, looks, sure, they're important, but it's about how you can help be an ambassador for the Miss Commonwealth brand and affect people's lives in a positive way around the world.
It's a package.
Yeah.
We're looking for that, you know, complete package, which includes smile, you know, their presentation. It also involves their intelligence. You know, it involves their future focus. What are their future ambitions? Because obviously, if you win the crown of Miss Commonwealth or team or Mrs. or Mr., you obviously are an ambassador of the Miss Commonwealth brand.
Yes.
So that brand is very important in order to take that to the other parts of the Commonwealth. There are 53 countries in the Commonwealth, and of course, Her Majesty the Queen, I'm a member of the Royal Foundation, and therefore it is very important to promote the image, the positive image of the Commonwealth.
Today's show, we've been asking the question rather, is youth beauty? And we've had some wonderful guests and wonderful times. But let's summarise it. I want to find out from you, having heard everything that you've heard, ladies, is youth still beauty for you, or have you changed your mind?
I actually like what Dr. Samira said about being healthy, being beautiful. I actually really like that, to be honest with you, because it's true. And sometimes you can be really youthful in terms of ages on your side, but if you're not healthy and maybe you're eating the wrong things, or, you know, like she said, if you're overweight, for instance, you know, sometimes people don't look at you and think, oh, you're beautiful. Maybe you're not being the best you that you can be. That's what I think about it.
So you've changed your tone just a little bit, just slightly from the introduction of the show. Great, great. Dr. Samira's done some work. That's fab. How about you, Maria?
I'm not really sure in the way she put it, but there was something that I caught from it. I think she said it, every age has its beauty along that line, and I so agree with that. So yeah, I'm kind of like changing mine as well. Yes,
and this is great. This is what different kind of woman is, changing people's perception. Because of course, with the masses, if you do look, you're going to straight away say, yeah, youth is beautiful. We all want to keep our youthful looks, right? And the thing is, I would love to grow old gracefully, but of course I can say that because I'm only in my 30s now, and I'm not, you know, I'm not older yet. So would I do this, would I do that? I don't know until I get older. But I have this thing where I think because I've been raised to enjoy who I am at every single stage, that is what's been put into me at a young age. So even though the world may say differently, society may say different, it doesn't really affect me because I am literally like enjoying my life at every stage that it comes.
Definitely. I think that you also need to be willing to change. Because what I was going to say in the first or second segment, which I didn't get a chance to, was that actually, you know, when we ask the question, do older people look better or younger?
Yes.
Okay, sometimes people go through an absolute terrible time as younger, in their young years, because you don't know yourself, you're trying to find yourself, and you know, some people have really bad, I don't know, acne or whatever, and they look, and they hate those pictures. So it's not necessarily that that was the best them. And then you take that time to find yourself and to find what fits your body, what fits your shape. You can develop into your own mentality. You're not always sort of following everybody and what people say you should be. And then you feel like, do you know what, I have blossomed. And you know, that could be at any age. And I think that's why, you know, if you know yourself, then people consider you as a beautiful person.
Yes.
If you then sort of know yourself and then you've blossomed into something, then people look at you and think, wow, you're inspirational, you're really, there's something about you. But I think that if you sort of go through life and I don't know who I am, and you know, I don't know what looks right, and I don't know, or should I do this, and always asking for people, always doubting yourself, then I don't think that people necessarily see you as an inspiration or see you as someone to look up to or see you as a point of reference. Does that make any sense?
It does, because I think that many of the times this inner beauty that you're referring to, really, if you could sum it up, is often dashed to the side. But you know, in that question is if older people are more attractive, I would have said yes. Exactly because of this, because we understand that the older we get, it's like there becomes a maturity that, okay, you might have a pretty face in front of you, but there's more. There's more to relationship, for example, and there's more to life than that pretty face that will fade. But the beauty within never fades. And actually, I often say this, sometimes you find some very beautiful people that are so ugly on the inside. They've got absolutely nothing to give. They've got nothing to give. They're horrible people. You just think, oh my gosh, they far, pretty face, but nothing else. No substance other than that. But sometimes you find, you know, the people that are not so beautiful or socially beautiful, socially acceptably beautiful. But when you speak to them, you have a conversation with them, you find out where they've been, you find out who they are, they become so beautiful. And I think that can't be dashed to the side. So in youth, you do find the natural beauty. But I think with age, you find this inner beauty that shines out so much beautifully. I think that this is very important.
I guess your mindset changes, I guess, because, you know, what we're talking about here is, you know, it depends on what we're focused on. And like I said to you at the start, maybe we're just too focused on what Hollywood, for instance, or society throws at us and says, this is beautiful, let's follow it. Because, you know, we're all in search of this perfect body, but who actually said what is perfect? Who said what is the right age or what is beautiful? It's defined by society, and then we all follow it and think, oh no, I need to be this size and I need to be this weight. You know, 1 minute is curves, another minute is size 0. It's not like the skeletal
A lot to do with the media, really, when you think about it.
But is it the media? Because I often wonder, is it really the media or is it other women? Is it other women that put this pressure on us?
Well, it is the media that shows us these other women.
Who's behind it? A great big woman.
I mean, when we if we're going by examples, it's usually the media that shows us these examples. And so in a way it is, we are going by what the media is actually showing us. You know, it's all about Hollywood, it's all about, you know, glamour, it's all about, but I think as you was talking, Gemma, I was thinking about something. I think the first kind of like 20 years of a woman's life, I think a person's life, really, men and women, I would think, it's they spend that time finding themselves, finding who they are. You know, it's a lot of experiencing things about themselves. So the first 20 years of a person's life, I think, is usually more about finding who they are and so on. And, you know, but after that, if you still don't know, and you mentioned that, Gemma, if you still don't know, then obviously there's something wrong there, you know, if you still haven't found yourself until then. But
And going back to your question about the media, I think we like a promise. And this is why I was so interested to hear from the doctor about the psychology behind this whole sort of weight gain, weight loss, because, you know, for instance, and I've been a victim of it as well, promise me a nice fad diet that will tell me that I will be thin in, you know, 2 weeks, etc. And it's a multi-billion pound industry, and people do want to be promised that. And you know, sometimes I do wonder if, you know, if we weren't buying the magazines and if we weren't, you know, sucking into this whole idea of perfection, etc., then it wouldn't be in such high demand. Do you see what I mean? They wouldn't supply it if they didn't know that we wanted it. And sometimes I find myself in that situation where I do just want a quick fix. I do want to be thinner overnight, and I do, you know, and that's so when I do hear about it, oh, what's the psychology? It's made me go away today and think, actually, what is the psychology of me wanting to have quick fixes in my life?
Yes.
Do you know what I mean?
Because isn't that what we're secretly taught? We're kind of fed it from young.
Yeah.
Because, for example, I'm a slightly bigger lady, but I actually love the way I am. But I always have this in my mind, I need to lose weight.
Yeah.
And I want to ask myself why. Why can't I just be happy with how I am? Like, why? I've literally
and you're
always
probably
got
not
it
thinking
in the back
about,
of my
oh my
mind.
goodness, I need to lose it because of my arteries. And you're not thinking about that. She's
I'm always thinking I need to lose weight.
Yes.
I am always, I wake up thinking I need to lose weight.
You put on the
I
outfit.
go to sleep thinking, no, I need to lose weight.
I need to lose. But it's true what the doc says. What is the reason why? Is it truly because I want to be healthy? Because if it was, if I understood how important it is for me to be healthy, I would lose it.
Actually, for me, Shireen, I'll be quite honest with you. I saw a picture of myself
This is a good one.
a few years ago, and you know, I looked at the picture, and I was a lot slimmer then, and I thought, I need to get back to that.
Now, this is a very good point that you brought up, because how many of us women do this? Look back at old pictures and we're just constantly fighting and fighting and fighting to get back to that same, you know, that same size that we were. But it's gone. Why can't we just accept that? That was the time of our life then, and we've moved on to another chapter, and we should just embrace that chapter. Why are we always looking back?
Because there's
for me
standards
it's
now.
health. For me it's my health, because I sorry, Gemma, but I have put on a bit of weight. I have, and for me I felt a lot healthier, a lot fitter when I look at the picture there, and I thought, no, I was a lot fitter, a lot healthier there. And for me, that is the main reason why I want to lose that weight. I want to get back to that.
But why has it not happened? Why have you not done it then?
Well,
the doctor told us to ask why.
That's a different kind of thing altogether.
That's the thing. For me, I always feel like, I don't know what it is, but I feel like for me, I always want to be the best version of myself. And that's so weird, because I know that, you know, I think about the panic sometimes that people will go through, you know, when they see a grey hair.
Yes.
And it's like, oh my gosh, it's starting. Or, you know, and that's why I use...
Or even the menopause.
Yeah, menopause. And, you know, because it's all, you just feel, oh, it's all going downhill now. That is how, and that's genuinely how I feel sometimes. And I'm still quite young, and people say, oh, you look so young, you look younger than you even are. And I'm like, oh, thank God, that makes me feel great. Because it's true, when you do see the grey hair, or when you do, I remember looking in the mirror one day and I saw some lines and I thought, oh my gosh, I better get the anti-aging cream, because there's like this panic almost. And I do feel that there's so many standards that, you know, out there that you feel like you have to obtain. I need to meet this standard. It's the same thing with the whole body issue. You're not meeting a standard, and it's like, oh, every day. Maybe personally it doesn't matter to you so much, and you're not thinking about your arteries, etc. But you are thinking about what other women are going to say about you, what other people think about you.
But that's where the problem comes.
That is it. That's exactly it.
When you're not doing it for yourself, you're doing it for other people.
And because you're not doing it for yourself, then you're not going to really lose the weight. Because,
and that's why you don't lose it.
Yeah, because when you see that cheesecake or whatever, you just think,
forget the other women, let's have the cheesecake. You know.
You go back to what you really want. But to summarise, guys, I mean, this has been a really lovely show. But there are some women who are literally stuck in the past. They are older women who always go back to that photo, like you were saying, Maria, of 20 years ago, which is not realistic. Because even when you try to, you know, you're not going to be able to do the same type of exercise as you did back then. Things are different, and it's time to accept that. What would you say to our viewers regarding this? I mean, what is your summary of the show? What is your conclusion?
My summary would be, you know, we're never going to change society. Let's face it. We're not going to change society. We can only change ourselves. And, you know, today, and I think it's about learning. It's about attitudes. Today I've learned that I need to ask why. It's not about me searching for this fad diet or a quick fix or what. I need to ask myself why. Why haven't I lost the weight? Why haven't I done what it takes? Why am I not caring about my health? Because that is what takes you through. It makes you even look more gracious. It makes you look better when you are older. So if I really, really care about me and what's going to stay with me for my whole life, which is my health, and I want to be healthy, then I should start taking care of it. So I think it's about changing attitudes. It's not about trying to fit in and trying to be the best, you know, on the outside, and trying to do whatever it takes to get there. It's about changing your attitude on the inside, and then you'll see it on the outside if you do.
True.
Maria. I agree. But I think also there's also a danger, Shireen, when you know, you're thinking about the diet, you're thinking about wanting to change yourself, you know, it's constantly there. I mean, I know I say that, you know, I wake up in the morning thinking I have to diet. But I don't kind of like, I'm not obsessed over it where it's going to start affecting my health in other ways now. Because, you know, when you start thinking about something so deep, and you're not actually doing anything about it, you start stressing and you start thinking to yourself, okay, hold on a minute, I know I have to do this, but why am I not doing it? And other issues, you're having other issues. Now it's become, you know, a mental thing all of a sudden. Whereas it was just something for you to just lose a little bit of weight here and then. But now it has become a bigger issue now, because now it's there, but it becomes a complex.
And you then do silly things to then do, like to fix it, you know, which may not even be healthy.
Exactly. And in the end, instead of just that little weight loss, you know, you're having a deeper issue to deal with.
Oh, ladies, thank you so much for joining us today. It's been a wonderful show, and you guys are extremely beautiful inside and out.
Thank you, Shireen. You are, Shireen.
And so are you.
Thank you. I accept. Thank you very much. And it's true, at the end of the day, you know, aging has to be something that you enjoy at every single stage. This is what the doctor said. Be the best version that you can be at every stage of your life. So what we can learn from this program and what we want to give to you right now is to be different. See things differently. Don't go by what the standards of the world is setting for you or society is setting for you. Set your own standards and decide that you're going to celebrate aging gracefully, and indeed you will be beautiful inside and out. See you next week. Bye-bye.
So I'd been overweight from as long as I can remember. I would say from about 4 years of age, and I just kept getting bigger and bigger and bigger. I got to a point where it was almost like I had to do something about it. I was getting like heart pains. My confidence was like so low, it was terrible. I managed to see an ad for The Biggest Loser. I applied with my best friend, and fortunately for us, we got through. Altogether, I managed to lose 7 stone 8 pounds, and I won the runner-up prize, which I'm very, very proud of. Because I had been on the show, I had the pressure of keeping the weight off. A lot of people were inspired by my story, so even to them, I feel I have to keep the weight off. And because it is such a big opportunity, it would be a shame to go back into old habits. And plus, I feel really good about myself now. When you've been, you know, at a really big size, you know that you've got a long way to go. So even thinking about that, you're put off before you've even started. So I'd say having a clear focus that actually I can do this and it's gonna happen, then once you get with it and you really start to think and imagine yourself being slim, it's going to work out, because you put all your effort into it, and you will exercise and you will diet and you'll put more effort into it. After the show, I had so many people writing to me on Facebook and Twitter asking me how to lose weight. And I'd spend all my time on Facebook and Twitter just writing back to loads of people. It was taking up a lot of time. So I thought I enjoyed doing it, so I might as well turn it into a career. Which is why I decided to get into personal training, to help, to definitely help others. And I find that there are some really good personal trainers out there, don't get me wrong, but some of them haven't been in the position of being, you know, morbidly obese. There's a lot of psychological factors, you know, and a really overweight person, majority of them, they think that everyone's judging them, so they won't even go to the gym in the first place.